All right, I'm going to go through some of these attacks that I had today on my Clan Wars. It's a Yeti kind of attack, but you want to try to take out a little chunk of the base, and you want to have a bunch of invis that you're going to use to revive your um, RC later, but you want to try to take out a chunk first, and that way you can create a nice little pathing for your Yeti group and the rest of your uh, army, which is, I'll show you guys later in a minute. I probably shouldn't have left that Super Yeti out there by himself, but I didn't want the rest of the army to go the left. The problem is the super drag. You don't see that in a whole lot of CCs nowadays, but it is very effective against this attack. So I'm thinking about changing something up so that we can get an attack on those guys when they come out, those super dragons. But this attack reminds me of the back in the day when we would do the overgrowth and use that to kind of direct everybody in one direction. The you gotta try to do the same thing. You gotta try to also use your king in order to open up the stubborn little compartments there. The only problem with that is if you've revived your RC, it's hard to keep track of both. And sometimes you don't get the best outcome when you're trying to focus on two different things at once. I know it makes it difficult for me. But if you saw, wasn't a perfect attack by any means, and it still turned out okay. Here's another one that you want to look to try to get a lot of value for your little quick charge. You also want to try to get some of these potions out, especially if they're in a spot next to these flame flingers. They seem to do a lot of damage on this attack to your Yetis. So if you could get to that, I think that's what I was trying to do here on this attack. But as you see, he just kind of starts going out. And now I really want to try to get that monolith. And I think that's what I was waiting for. As soon as you kind of get that down, I wanted to make sure I got that. Yeah, there you go. And then I'm just going to I let it die. And then here, this is where you see the nice little pathing here. You want to try to make sure that they're going in the same direction. And I drop my queen. And her healers will keep her up. And then they kind of cut off this corner. But once again, you see the problem with this attack is if you don't get them going all in the same spot, in the same direction, it can make it hard. I lucked out a little bit. They made their way back down, and it turns out okay. But as you can see, sometimes it makes it tough when you don't take out the little chunk. Where it makes the pathing easier. I mean, it still works out okay, but I have had some fails when you don't get the good pathing and they kind of split up into two groups. But I've also still won on those as well. I will show you my other final attack here, so you guys can see that here. I don't remember which way I went here. Here I was trying to get into this middle here because I saw these stupid wizard tower and bomb tower trying to bring me out of the middle. So I wanted to make sure I went into the middle. So I took those out, and I wanted to get at least these defenses here, and then that was going to create a nice little funnel. You'll see which way I think I go. I could get out that flame flinger and the poison slowdown. I think I just let her die here now. Yeah, so see, now this is the nice path. I'm going to come this way, all the way up that top side, and then just work my way down. This is a good... Now here I would like to maybe start a dragon, but I use those in the beginning. Up here at the very top, 12 o'clock, to try to get them to start going in the middle there. That's why I dropped that wizard, and this Yeti went up there. He actually helped that out a little bit. Now it looks like they're all going in the same good direction, which is really what you want going on this attack. I see I dropped there that little dragon here to clean up a little bit. You will time fail if you don't drop some troops on some of these like empty spots over here. That's why I started carrying a little baby dragon and the couple of the wizards. You really want to try to trim that. There's that super dragon again, but my RC is up for that, so that's good. Now I got plenty of invis left, which you can see is going to be able to take out the rest there. So if you do a pretty good attack here, you get a good little chunk in the middle, and then you go get them patting the right way. It's kind of like that old Root Riders Overgrowth attack, where it creates a nice little funnel. So what I want to do is I got some attacks left on my daily Legends League. As you can see there, I'm up in the 5,400 right now. I'm going to take my last attacks and I'll record them just so you can see. I'm in Legends live attacks, and I'll try to tuck my way through it. So we'll see how we do. Remember, I want to try to carve out a little chunk. Like to try to get to those fire spitters because they do a lot of damage to the Yetis. But this little compartment here, as long as I don't screw this up, if I can take out that compartment, I think that'll be okay. What I want to do is I'm going to send her in, and then this will drop, and then you gotta make sure that she's probably going to go right to that expo. So that's where you want to make sure that your out is. So we're going to see here. There that pops. So I might have to waste one more, which I didn't want to do, but that's what you got to do. And that sucks because I didn't want to hit that. I did not want to hit that expo. I wanted it to go back to that. This is going to be a really bad attack. We're going to see how when you screw up, this is what happens. I'm just dropping everything right now. I'm hoping that this little compartment can be taken out up here. And then we'll see if everybody else goes around, if that'll work. This is the bad thing that you don't want your king doing, going to the outside. You want him going to the middle so he can break up. He can break up that part. So now I got to really try to just hopefully that I really screwed up. I mean, this is not going to be a 3-star. There's no way you can screw up that bad and hope to get out of this. Really terrible. By invising the crossbow there, I made her go all away from that compartment that I really needed to take out. Now I got to really be careful here. Maybe I can do it, but with this RC here, I'm going to try, and if I get lucky, maybe. I don't think it's going to. Oh, it's just terrible. It was a terrible attack, and I'm not even going to get the town hall down. It's sad, but that's what happens when you try to do that invis um, that invis compartment and screw it up like I did by invising that crossbow. They're not going to make it into that minion prince is going to chew them up all the way around the outside. Those. I mean, you see, it's a 90%, and yeah, I didn't have the. This is about as bad as my attack, as bad as an attack as you'll see, and I'm glad that it was my first one, so you can see how bad you can screw up. I know you see probably everybody on um, the internet. They show you all their perfect attacks. Well, that was a bad attack, so you can see how that attack screws up. I hope that you pay attention to that and don't do that what I did. So I'm not that bad. It was just a bad attack. So I'll show you. Hopefully this will be better. I want to take out a chunk, and I really want to watch those fire spitters. So sometimes I like to come in through here and try to get that guy there, and maybe in here somewhere. So I'm just going to drop right here. We'll see if we can work our way into that fire spitter, because those things really hurt those Yetis. And these bases, man, they just have it set up so sneaky. You got to waste an invis sometimes if you screw up even a little bit. I really want to get that fire spitter, and then I'm going to let her die, I think. She should come right back down to it. And then I'm going to just do one more invis, and I'm going to let her die. And I'm going to start drawing these guys out here. By the way, I'm using that troop flinger because we're using ground troops. So this is going okay. Once I got a nice path, it's looking good. So I'm going to drop this dragon down here with the wizard and see if I can cut off this edge here. Usually, this is the problem with the stupid ice golems. You sit there and it just melts you down. But with the healers, it's not quite as bad of a problem. So I'm going to hopefully now I'm going to get ready for this guy here. I only have 2 in Viz, and there's that fire spitter I told you. That's, you want to try to get those out if they're in the outskirts. It's going to eat me up, but I think I got enough to get around, hopefully. It's going to be tough because of the time, I think. We're going to get stuck here with all these walls, I think. I wish I had something left over. I'd start back over here with the spell laboratory up here at 2 o'clock and have them work down, but I used them early, too early. It's going to be a time fill. Stupid golems or giants over here. I'm going to be short. I mean, you can see I have a lot of troops left. It's just not good placements. Not good placements. Well, these are bad. These are 2 bad attacks, and they still, I can't believe I did 2 in a row like that. I'm under a lot of pressure here to get a good attack. So let's see here. we can do a little better. That's, I mean, it's really awful. I generally only have 1 or 2 of those a day in 8 attacks. This is a good good grouping here. I need to get these 2 here, and I should be able to. I hate when they leave these stupid mortars out there just to drag you out, but I should go in here, and I'm going to try to draw them inside a little bit more. And of course, they're going to try to go to. That's the stupid thing. You should just not even mess with the mortar. Just take it out first, so it doesn't pull you out later. Now you can kind of go to the left and the right. You have this big cannon, and then the archer, and then the fire spitter. And if I can get the rage, that would be nice. And of course, I screwed up again there, or she draw. Well, if I can kill the minion prince, that'll be all right. All right, that's dead. I'm going to start here. You got to be fast. You got to be ready. I'm dropping, and I'm going to hang on to my dragons this time. That's a good little path thing going on there. We're going to wait. Try to get my king in the middle there. If your king is going to that middle, that's kind of when I think is the best way. And you need to get into a good compartment. Get that king ability and use it to the best of your... to give you the best bang for your buck there. I only got 3 invis for the royal champion, but I'm going to use it now so I can hopefully take out this archer queen and maybe this big cannon thing here. It does a lot of damage, and that's good. So she'll take out this wizard tower. This is the perfect attack. You're going to have a lot left over. Now I can drop my random wizard and to clean up some of that stuff. But the royal champion is going to do a lot of damage here just on her aura. So if you see there, that was a lot better than the other ones, and it's 40 seconds usually left over. You got a lot of troops left over. I still got all the Yetis left over. If you do a decent job of taking out a chunk and getting them all going the right direction, that's how the 3 stars, that's how it should be happening. I don't know why I screwed up so bad. The first 2. Trying to finish out these. I wish Blizzard would open up the rest of the walls or give us something to spend some of this resources. We're just sitting here maxed. I don't know what to do with any of it. All right, so we're going to go in here. See if we can do better than those first 2, just like the last one. All right. I'm going to come in the back way here on this fire spitter. So I'm going to try to take these guys out here, and then we'll go from there. I'm going to go in here. Shouldn't need a should go right into where I want to go into that pocket. Now she's probably going to come back to that archer tower. I freaking knew it. And I didn't even get it. Well, I'm going to save this up. I'm going to start sending them in now. I'm going to see how this goes. I don't love it, but I'm going to have a lot of invis left over for the cleanup. And I think I got a nice path anyway. So I'm going to try to get there through there. We'll take our lumps here with this, those, yeah, those giants, ice golems. Yeah, that's, I'm gonna watch this guy. He's gonna take me out. Stupid minion prince, man. You gotta watch out. Um, should be okay now that I got my the backside cleared out here. I already dropped my baby dragon up here. She's gonna hopefully clear some of that out. This is gonna be careful here. The RC's down here. I want to. If she just doesn't, sometimes they just don't attack them, and it's stupid, and then they just snipe you. So you got to be careful here when there's a hero around, because for some reason they don't engage right. You just got to be careful. So I got enough there to where they should take him out. Again, 40 seconds ish. What you usually kind of got remaining if you do it right. And even there, you didn't take out as much of the compartment as you thought. You got a little bit. It's really the most important part is just to get him to get to a nice path and get him in the same direction. So that works. And then you got more at the after the revive. She does a lot of damage, especially to the lower level defenses. You got to get the big group of army into the dangerous parts. That's what this whole attack is about. So here's another chunk. I got to get this guy here, maybe here. I'm going to come in from... I really like to take out the monolith, but you're not going to really be able to unless you do a little screwing around in there. I'm not going to mess with it. I would like to maybe come in from the top here and maybe come down here. We'll see how this works out. If I can get going to the left. Now, I want her to go to the left, and I want to get down to that flames. There we go. Stay right there. I want to stay right here. If I can take out these two AoE guys right here, and then I'm just going to let her die, I think, and then we'll just start coming around. Oh, that was a stupid waste of invis, which you'll see me do, obviously, more than I want to. If we can get those stupid Yetis coming back down south, that would be nice. This is what happens when your king goes to the outside. He does not do you any favors. That's for dang sure. You've got to get him going into the middle. As soon as I get some of this attention going, I'm going to revive that RC. You just got to keep an eye on her. Now, you keep an eye on it. Whenever she gets to those big guys that can take her out, that's when you got to start using. Pull her down here. You got to watch out for this cannon. That's right where you want to watch her. Want to watch her on the or not the this multi-archer tower. Oh, that cannon. Oh no. Oh, okay. That's terrible, but she's still alive. She might take out that there. That'll work. These attacks aren't perfect. That's for dang sure, but it's pretty strong. Even if it's not the great setup that you want. It's going to be a little closer this time. Wasn't the best attack. Be surprised how many times you get a time fill if you don't throw some of them few extra troops out right to clean up the stuff that you left in the back. All right, let's go. All right, let's see. I'm going to try to do better on this compartment than I did last time. Hopefully she'll come off either to this archer tower or the builder's hut there. I was really embarrassed at how bad that last one was. So let's see if I can do this one a little bit better. So you're going to drop her, and they're going to drop the, and then you got to make sure she stays alive here. 1, 2, and then you got to cover back up. Now, hopefully she'll come back. But if you do stupid stuff like that, she doesn't go back. Now, I'm going to try to drop my armies there. And so that stupid invisibility doesn't become a factor later on. So, and it's funny because the RC is still going. The only thing you don't like about that is if she uses too much of her rocket spear, then she goes right into the danger faster. You don't really want that to happen. I'm going to drop my couple of my random troops here at the ends and the corners. I'm going to revive my RC, even though, like I said, I don't think she's going to have as many of the rocket spears because I saw her stay alive longer. Now, if she can target that, wow, that was lucky. I had my the little assassin got that minion prince. That was nice. That should be it. You know, I mean, I rarely get lucky with sending in those assassins to the heroes. They always die. So I just dropped her back here, and she got lucky and found that minion prince and let my RC stay alive longer. You could see how much I had extra invis and good health on the RC on that one. All right, so like I said, those first 2 attacks that were pretty bad. I'm embarrassed about how bad 2 of them in a row. All right, so let's keep up the good streaks so you guys can see some good attacks. You saw some bad attacks. You saw some good attacks. All right, so I'm going to try to come in here and take out this monolith and maybe this this tower. This is a good little compartment here. So hopefully I get this one. Should not be too bad, because once they do compartments like this, you get a lot of bang for your buck in terms of taking out some good heavy value defenses. Even though I screwed it up a little bit, if I could take out this dragon, I think it's going to be worth it. As soon as I can take out this dragon, maybe, and maybe this. Yep. Now I'm going to let her die, and we'll start working our way over here. I could drop my baby dragon over there, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna wait just a minute. I'm gonna keep an eye on this king. Hopefully he goes more into the middle, and then I can pop open here right about there. Open up the compartment there. I'm gonna go ahead and drop there. I'm gonna wait just a little bit. I forgot to pop my archer, which was stupid. But at least my baby dragon took out the minion prince. Now I'm going to have to invis her as soon as I revive her, because she's right there next to that cannon, which can eat her alive. Hopefully not a single inferno. All I got to do is take out that cannon and we should be fine. So I got 2 left over, 50 seconds. Pretty good attack. Almost everybody's still alive. Like I said, if they put too many good defenses in together in one little compartment and you don't screw it up too bad, you can take out a good chunk of their high power defenses. You're usually going to be successful against those bases. Okay. Now I'm going to do one more attack and then maybe, let's see here. Well, I would like to get there. It's going to be tough. I did this last time not too long ago, it looks like, when we came in through here, and it wasn't bad. I could also get these 2 multis right here. But I really want to try to get those spell towers, those rage towers. They've really hurt. I might be able to come in this way. Let's see what happens. It's just worth it just to take them out, and then it'll work your way back in, and it's still going to come back to that builder's tower. That's stupid. Now I'm going to have to, I don't know, I could probably take out the monolith, or she's going to pull back up to that. Just making me waste my invis. I'm going to get that monolith down if it's the last thing I do. All right, now I'm dropping them. So we'll see how this works. Don't forget my archer this time. All right, so this one, as long as they keep going down that lane there, keep going, don't pull off, we'll be fine. This looks like it's going to be okay. As I said, you got to try to improvise sometimes. If I can keep my eye on that, you got to really try to take that. You really want to get good pick a good spot to use that king, the boots and the spiky ball. It really can make the attack easy if you can do it good at a good spot. Sometimes he goes around to the outside, and that really hurts. If you can get him going in the middle, and then you use a good. Oh, that's terrible. Pull it right back down to this cannon. I don't care about anything else with these stupid cannons, because they will chew her up. You don't worry about anything else but the single infernos. And I didn't even drop my babies or my wizard, and I still got an extra invis. So these are. So I guess I really will. I want to go in and show you I was really, what do you call it? Russian. I'm going to show you here my, the army. Okay, so you can see I got the E-Titan and a couple super wall breakers, and I use the I don't know what that is, the flinger, the new siege that throws the troops, and you just got to fill with a couple other things. I mean, I think you could have a little change, but I think the E Titan and the wall breakers you'd need. The E Titan is to get rid of all the skeletons and crap like that, in case or while your RC's down. I got one revive and the rest invis, of course. Your life gem and the rage gem and the I use the giant and the healers on the archer, and of course you can see the rest of the stuff I got. Of course, the electro boots and the rocket spear for the royal champion. I like when you're revive her, how she can take a bunch of the rest of the rocket spears from range, and you can kind of wait until those guys are targeting somebody else if she's close. I just like that range and that extra damage that she gets. So I'm sure you could use others. I included the Root Riders instead of Super Wall Breakers, which you could use. You could definitely use that. But I think the Root Riders open up the base a little bit more in the beginning, more predictably than the Wall Breakers. You could maybe just do one, and if you wanted to bring two more baby dragons, I think you could do that. I also think the two wizards and the two balloons could be changed out to your bulk, and I do think you should have at least one of those assassin guys. What are they called? Sorry. Where are they? The ones that kill the heroes. Oh, this headhunter. Sorry. You should have a headhunter, even though I never have good luck with them. They never seem to get the guy that when I need them to. So try this out a few times. It's pretty fun. It's really easy. It's a nice spammy attack. You guys should be probably used to it because you're using your royal charge there anyway. And I'll try to do another one in the near future. Thanks for watching.